Add it up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Feature Talks. I'm Andreas Manolis, and I'm here with.
Sophia Parks.
And in today's episode, we're going to be talking to you about our favorite shows, our favorite movies, and Sophia, you want to tell them the rest?
Some of our favorite genres, whether they're like psychological thrillers or cartoons or whatever, and our progression of movie and show. Should we start with like our recent favorites, ones we've just recently watched? Okay, last night. Okay, so I recently watched The Queen's Gambit. I know that everyone's watched it. It's super popular, whatever, but it was so good. I don't usually watch like the popular ones just because they're like, during quarantine, Outer Banks was super popular, and I didn't really like it. It had bad acting and just bad plot, so I didn't really watch it.
Sure.
But like Queen's Gambit was so good. What have you watched recently?
I've watched, to be honest with you, I've watched like a bunch of shows. Like I've like sat there and just like watched like 2 seasons in like one day, which is like,
oh my gosh,
it's like a bit much, but like that's okay. So like now I'm watching this show called The Bold Type, which is like it's about millennials, and it's about like 3 friends that work like in they just work in an industry. No, sorry, in a magazine that's about like femininity and how like they're trying to like show that they are more progressed than other like magazines, and it's really interesting. You know, we see our lives and how they're trying to like walk through their days every single day, and it's really interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so like whoever wants to see something related to like fashion and like like what life is right now, watch The Bold Type. It's on Netflix. So what else? I saw this movie that came out, I think today or yesterday, that's about this girl that got stuck with her father in like their basement with like some alligators. I can't remember what the movie's called. You might
Where?
have seen it. It was supposed to be this huge like thunderstorm, and everyone, something happened with like a barricade, and like a river covered the whole city, so like everything was flooded, and we could see gators all around the place, and people just getting
Wait,
eaten.
was it about Hurricane Katrina?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm
sorry.
I'm not sure. I have no idea. Like, I just think it's an old movie. It's like 2013 or something. But like, yeah, it's about that. Have you watched any movie?
That sounds interesting.
It is really interesting.
Yes. One of the show. Okay, it's a movie, but it feels like a show when you watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That I've really liked. So I really like. And I know that this is kind of popular, but I really like psychological thrillers.
Same.
So there's this one movie I just watched, and I told my friend to watch it, and she really liked it. It's called Nightcrawler.
Ooh.
It's with Jake Gyllenhaal. And I'm not into like actors, actresses. Like I don't follow him as an actor or whatever, but he played the character so well. It's basically about this guy who he is living in Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched it with like no knowledge. So it was even better, but he basically just has to, he's very, he just really wants to make money. He'll do anything to make money, but the way his face is throughout the movie it's so good. Like he just goes into this like super creepy like smile with like big eyes. It's so good. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to like talk about it too much because I feel like each section of the movie is super important.
No spoilers.
But it's so good. It's so good. He like becomes a news reporter, not a news reporter, a news like he films car crashes and things like that, and he basically just sacrifices his entire morality, ethics for a spot at the news.
That sounds really interesting, to be honest with you, because like
it is.
like generally, like if we talk about morality and everything, I feel like not a whole lot of movies are like being created for that reason, to just talk about morality nowadays. At least it's mostly about like sex and shit like that.
Yeah, and like reality shows.
I did not just swear. I'm sorry, everyone.
That shouldn't be blurred, right?
Oh. I don't know.
Okay.
So like that's about it. And then, have you seen like it's like I love rom-coms like a lot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a hopeless romantic. So like I've seen these two movies, and apparently there's a third one coming out, and it's called The Kissing Booth.
Okay, yes. I saw the first one and I really liked it. Like, I'm more of a closeted hopeless romantic, I would say.
Okay.
Like, I don't want... Well, here I am saying it on the podcast. No, I saw it. It was good. I liked it.
You should see the second one is like it's a like real plot twist. It's like really interesting. Really? So like you should watch that as well. It's like really good. Damn. So like that, and then the other night I cried my ass out because I watched my favorite drama rom-com movie, which is called Midnight Sun. You might have known, it's not like so famous, but it's like it's on Netflix as well. Everything that we mentioned is on Netflix, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the director?
I have no idea. I don't remember. I just remember that Bella Thorne plays. And that and an actor named Patrick something. I can't remember his last name.
Swayze, maybe.
Probably. So like it's about this girl that has some sort of skin problem. Like she cannot expose herself to the sun because she's gonna like something happens with her cells and she can get like cancer. Like with just like the slightest exposure. So like, she falls in love with this boy from like a young age, and then at some point they go out, they lose track of time. She realizes it. They go home, and then the sun touches her skin at some point for like very little, but that was enough to kill her. So yeah.
Damn.
I told you it's a drama, and it's perfect if you guys want to cry. Like it's like I've seen it 6 times. Every single time I've cried. It's that good.
Wow. What's your number one top movie that just comes to mind? Obviously, there are really good ones under it. It doesn't even have to be a good quality movie.
Okay. It's not exactly a movie. It's more like movies.
Okay.
So like my favorite one, and it has been from the first day I've seen it. So like imagine around like 12 years at least.
Oh wow.
Star Wars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like I am a huge Star Wars fan, and I've seen every single episode and every single show more than enough times. So like wow. Yeah, Star Wars for sure.
Do you have a favorite character?
No, I can never choose.
Okay, I have a question. So I nanny for this family, and the boys that I nanny for were reading me a Star Wars book. So like learning how to read and stuff, and it's so cute. Anyways, in the book, Princess Leia and Luke are like together, and I was like, they're brother and sister, and the boys were like, no, they're not. They're like love interests. And I was like, no, I thought they were brother and sister.
They're twins.
Are they brother and sister?
They're twins. They're literally twins. Something sexual was going on between them before they found out that they were twins. But it was like very brief, for a very short period of time.
So
Shocker. So like about that. No, they're twins. No, they're not sexually.
Okay, good to know. Because I was like, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I have nothing against it. But I was like, I swore to God, they were siblings.
They came out of the same woman. They're twins. What else? What you should tell us about like your childhood movies and shows that like you love watching up to this point.
Okay. I wrote down a
Oh.
lot of movies that I really like. I have a whole list.
Start.
Okay, so
You better start.
some of my favorites when I was younger, Sky High.
Okay. Yes.
I don't know if you've seen that.
Yes.
It has a really good. It's cute. My family was really like, they weren't strict, but like we just
Against
didn't
it?
really watch movies and TV shows as kids. We
What?
just didn't. Like I didn't feel like I was like missing out, but we just didn't really do that.
Wow.
We watched a lot of like Psych. Do you know that show?
No.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. With my mom, I'd always watch Drop Dead Diva.
Okay.
Basically, this like, have you seen that?
No.
It's so good. I think you would like it. It's like a drama, and it's basically this like super like prima donna girl gets hit by a car, and her soul gets transferred into this lawyer's body, and then this lawyer is now all like prima donna-y, and then the lawyer and the prima donna's husband then fall in love, and they're trying to keep it a secret that it's really good. It's really good.
That sounds so interesting, though.
Yeah. And that's what I would watch when I was like in middle school. They were in like quality productions.
Yeah.
But then I started watching like more, I would say like, things that I like now. So I really like animation movies, not anime. I don't want to say anime because I'm not like an anime stan, and I don't want anyone to like
Think that.
get all pissed off. No, not think that. I have no problem with. I just don't want anyone to be like, "What's your favorite anime?" And
I don't.
but I like
I don't watch anime at all. So like, just pointing that out. The only anime I've ever watched in my life is like Pokemon and like, what's the other one called? The one with like the things that like turn around, like you hit each other. What do you call it? I forget what it's called.
I have no idea. I've seen a lot of anime. It's not my guilty pleasure.
Okay.
I love claymation. I don't know why. There's something so like intriguing, like Paranorman. Have you seen that? I really liked that.
Generally, I'm looking to like watch some like paranormal like related movies because there are not a whole lot of shows.
Yeah.
Or at least not the ones that I know of. But like I want to find movies, preferably on Netflix.
Yeah.
To like watch. They're like related to that topic.
I love The Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. I loved that movie. That's like one of my guilty pleasure movies. It's with Jim Carrey, and I don't know who the actress is, and I'm not like I always say that, but it basically, the whole premise is in life, some of your favorite people cause you the most pain. And then when you're in that pain, you would like to just erase the time you spent with them, and even knowing them, you feel like, I wish I had never met you. And in the movie,
sounds like what I feel like when I break up with someone. Sounds like exactly like that.
But this is why it's like one of my favorite movies, is that they play that line out. Like they are able to forget about them completely. But throughout the movie, you realize that like your mind isn't as strong as your heart. And so your heart still is drawn to them. And there's something so special that you had that time with them. And it's cheesy, it's sad. It's definitely sad. But it's really good.
Cheesy is all we're all here for, and sad as well. We love something like to just spice our lives up a bit.
I think you would like it. It's on Netflix.
Okay, I mean, wait.
I think.
Okay, I'll ask you to send me the name again at some point because I'm probably gonna forget it.
It's really good. It's kind of odd, I would say. Like it's not like The Kissing Booth, but like it's good.
But like, would you call it like a rom-com?
No, I would just call it like
a weird movie.
Quirky, romantic, sad.
Okay. So a romantic drama.
Yeah.
I love how we're trying to analyze and like specifically say that this movie's this type. So like.
Have you seen Life of Pi?
Seen what?
Life of Pi.
So apparently, what I've realized is that we don't really watch similar things, and that's good because I'll start watching.
You should see Life of Pi. It's so good.
Okay.
This boy, he's traveling from like India somewhere else with his family, and like Titanic, like the boat gets smashed or whatever, and he ends up on this small little boat with a lion not a lion, sorry, a tiger named Pi, or no, he's named Pi. I'm sorry. And it's basically just like his journey with this tiger through the ocean, and then he ends up on this crazy like psychedelic island.
I think I've seen I've definitely seen that. Isn't that where there's also like another animal and the tiger eats it?
Yeah. And then at the end, they're trying to figure out, like, was this a real story? Is this a fake story? Was he imagining things? Was he delusional? And, like, you just never know. It's so, yeah.
I mean, I'm probably going to watch it as well because, like...
I'm going to send you all these.
I've watched it 2 times, but it's been, like 2 years at least since I've, like, watched it again. But, like, like, when you said tiger and, like, boat, I remember exactly what you're talking about. So like, what else? I wanted to ask you, name your 3 favorite shows. That's hard.
Okay. Yeah, it is. I'm not much of a show watcher. I get really bored. So just off the bat, I would say The Office. I grew up on The Office. I love The Office. I know it's cheesy, but it's just so funny. Psych. And I used to really like Impractical Jokers.
As I said, completely different shows and movies.
Okay, what about you?
So like, mine are more, I'd say, famous, if that makes any sense. So first one, Shadowhunters. I don't know who.
I've never seen that
show. You should definitely watch it. I'm literally like gonna send you the name.
Okay.
It's on Netflix, and it just took my heart. It crushed it. Then it brought it back to life. It's a show that I can not even express with words how much I love it. Honestly.
Wait. So what happens in it?
Okay. So basically, it's related to like how can I explain this to you? So like, basically, it shows to us that there is a realm other than the realm that we live in. That's all about like mythic creatures, like elves and werewolves and vampires and things like that.
Have you seen the OA?
Is that its name? Like
yeah, the OA.
No.
It's about like astral projection and jumps through realities. It's so good. I'm gonna write it down to send to you. Okay, but keep going. I'm sorry.
So far, you have to send me 3 shows and like a movie or something. So what else? So like, yeah, it's basically about that. And then it's about like warlocks and like how there's like this group of people called like the Shadowhunters, and they're trying to protect the humanity from some like demons and some like dark creatures and things like that. But it's like really interesting. It shows you how the characters develop throughout these seasons. Their love interests, the fights, everything. It's very, very interesting and very captivating as well.
Okay, I'm gonna write that one down. I want to see that.
All right. I know how to give a nice detailed, like my little opinion on it. Then also Walking Dead.
Okay. I started that and it was good. I don't know why I didn't like keep going.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard to like watch the entire show because even if it's good. Like in each season, something new happens, but it's semi-similar with something that has already happened. Because like, what can you do in a world that's like conquered by zombies?
Yeah,
like,
true.
You cannot.
Do you think you'd live? Do you think you'd live through it?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I feel like I'm good at surviving, and I'm also really fast.
Okay.
So they wouldn't catch me. I would definitely need a katana though. I want a katana. So like, what else? And then the last one is what I think that's the name. Tiny Pretty Things, or Pretty Tiny Things.
Oh, what's
Tiny
that
Things.
about?
It's that new show that's on Netflix.
Okay.
Just 1 season.
Okay.
And it's about like a ballet school. And how the students there, there's like, first of all, there's like a murder, like because it's only 1 season, so the entire season is around this not murder, because the girl apparently she was in a coma and she wakes up. So it's about this close call, let's say, murder. and like everyone is trying to sort it out. And then it also shows how like the students have like a very complicated life, like in the academy, and how the teachers are very strict, and how there are some like fights, and how someone is trying to steal your position. It's really interesting. It's like 10 episodes thing, and I loved it. I honestly loved it.
Is it like soap opera-y?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I mean, it does have some like, you know, like classic, let's say, scenes that you expect to see from like a show. But like it's really interesting because you can see how how talented dancers are like in that academy. Yeah, so like it's really, really like I definitely, whoever hasn't watched it, definitely watch it. It's like just one season, so you can like finish it in a day.
Okay, good to know. Tiny pretty tiny things.
Tiny pretty things, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I should start sending you like.
Yeah, you should.
Like
no, just
shows.
no matter what. Like if even if we haven't talked in like ages, just be like, hey, I think you'd like this, and I'll do the same to you.
Great. I mean, I have more things to watch because like I'm running out. I'm really running out. So is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
I don't think so. I think I was just gonna ask if you have like top 3 favorite genres.
Okay. So like I love all sorts all sorts of genres. I don't like action movies anymore, but that's mostly because my parents like that's the only thing they watch in the house. So like they like literally turned me against this type of genre of movies. So I'm gonna say rom-coms, like science fiction, and then maybe like thrillers or like horror movies.
Yeah. I kind of have to agree.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I have nothing else. I have nothing else to say. You have anything else to say? You want to add anything more?
If anybody likes if anyone likes Black Mirror, it's kind of based on The Twilight Zone, and I've been watching The Twilight Zone. It's on Netflix. It's old, it's black and white, but it's really good. So if that's your vibe, check it out, because obviously they haven't come out with anything new.
Sad.
That's it, sorry.
Guys. Oh, it's okay, of course. So guys, this was today's episode of Pizza Talks. We hope to see you on our next episode. Please feel free to comment down below any movies or shows that you may think are worth watching, or if you knew any of the shows or movies that we mentioned before and how you like them. So this has been Andreas Manolis with
Sophia Parks.
And we'll see you all on the next episode. Bye, everyone.